Well, hello there. Welcome once more to Kwanchua's Kitchen. And if this is your first time stopping by, I'd like to say a very warm welcome to you. Yes, as you can see, I'm dishing out some delicious, sizzling hot soup on my fufu. And this soup is what we the Akans call efie nkwan. This is the soup that you typically wouldn't find it in the chop bar, but it has to be made at home. And trust me, it is good. It is filled with all the goodness. The flavor is just amazing. I hope you are able to give this a try. I know you will surely love it. So Nanaba of Nanaba's Kitchen, you know, my big sister and neighbor, yes. So she made this toolo beef video and I saw it and I was like, sis, you need to hook me up because I've almost ran out. So one morning we were talking on the phone. I was just driving home and she's like, can you stop over? I have something for you. And guys, this is what she had for me, all this goodness. And I just couldn't help but make this delicious soup using some of it. Make your own. I'll link the recipe for you. So here are the ingredients for my soup, and I have my smoked catfish, that is actually what we call it, some of the delicious, perfectly made beef from Nanaba. I have some turkey wings, that is smoked turkey wings. My mackerel, some of the mackerel that I made in the Cook With Me video, and I have a recipe for you. So I have some salted pork feet, some tomatoes, fresh tomatoes, eggplants from my garden, ginger and onions. This is a very simple soup, nothing complicated going in here. It's just going to be simple and just enjoy the flavors that all these good ingredients come together to bring in the soup. So in my pot right now is my salted beef, salted cow feet, and my smoked turkey wings. So I'm just going to go ahead and blend this ginger. I'm just cutting it up together with my onions, and I'm going to blend that to be the seasoning or marinade for my meats to cook it up. Once you're done blending, just pour everything onto your meat, and I'm not going to add any salt because that salted lamb, I keep saying beef, but it is lamb, so real toolo beef and the pig feet are salted, and so I don't know how much salt it's going to bring in my soup, so I'm just going to go ahead and wait. And in another pot, I'm boiling my eggplant and one pepper. I always use one pepper just because of the kids, and we always put some more in for us later. And so my meat is cooking beautifully. It smells so good in here, like so amazingly good. You know, like very good quality toolo beef. It's supposed to be like a flavor enhancer in your soup. It's supposed to bring lots of aroma in your soup. And trust me, that is exactly what this is doing together with the pork feet. This soup is just going to be a killer. So here now, my eggplants are boiled. And so I'm just going to go ahead and blend it. And as you can see, it has a lot of seeds. So I'm just going to try and blend it as much as I can without removing the seeds. And then I will strain it after. Look at my meat. This has cooked for about 25 minutes. I just let it cook all the way down. And so all the liquids in there are almost like evaporated. And boy, is it good. Like, I just couldn't help it. I had to take a piece of that salted beef and taste it. Delicious. So I blended my eggplant and pepper and added a little water. And I've strained that here now onto my meats. And so our soup is beginning to we really have a pot of soup now. And I'm just going to go ahead and scrape the sides of my pan from when the meats were cooking, just so it doesn't burn. And that is all you need to do at this point, and just allow your soup to boil just beautifully. So I covered it just to boil over, and now I uncover it again, and I'm going to add in my tomatoes. So in goes these tomatoes, and I'm just going to let them boil until they're soft and the skin cracks up a little bit, and at that point you know it is cooked. You don't want it to cook any further because it will mush up into your soup. And I added a whole onion because I love my soups and stews to be loaded with onion. Just look at how beautiful this is bubbling. Oh, I just can't wait to eat this, like really. So it's been about almost 15 minutes, and my onion It's not all the way cooked, but I think it's cooked enough because you could always blend fresh onion into your soup anyway. And the tomatoes are definitely ready to come out. Just look at that. You see the skin is cracked a little bit. It is not all the way soft on the inside, but it is just the right time for you to bring it out before it starts mushing up into your soup. Especially if you're making something like granite soup. It's either you boil it straight in the soup and bring it out at this point, or just cook it on the side to avoid any of this, and then you can cook it for as long as you want. So this is good, and this is efie nkwan. So it's typically supposed to be just like this. This is how it was prepared, like village style. So this is one of the classic recipes, like efie nkwan. So now is the perfect time for me to introduce my adrene or smoked catfish into the soup. And so it's in here now. I've blended my tomatoes and onion, and I've poured it over now. Rinsed it out with a generous amount of water, because that would have made my soup thick otherwise. And now it is light enough. And I'm just going to let this boil over for about 20 minutes, gently boiling. So on a low to medium heat, it will cook. And so now is the perfect time for me to introduce in my smoked mackerel. This is home smoked. It is very well seasoned, delicious, ready to be eaten, but I want to put them in the soup a little bit early on for it to cook the last 20 minutes of the cooking time. And this way it's going to pull some of the delicious juices from the soup into itself and also give off some of its own good juices as well. This soup, trust me, when are your friend refer for a couple like all stars? This is good. I know you want some. Yeah, that's why I'm sharing the recipe with you so you can make it. So our soup has cooked for the last 20 minutes. It is perfectly done at this point, and I'm just throwing in some peppers for a little extra heat for us grown-ups, and of course for just a pop of color as well, just to go on your food. And that is it. That is pretty much it. So I'm just going to let these peppers simmer in here for about 5 more minutes, and our soup is done, ready to be served. And boy, does it smell good. And dear friends, this is efie nkwan as prepared by Kwanchua, and this, trust me, is so delicious. I hope you try this. I hope you're able to try this. And now just look at me. My fufu is ready, and I'm just about to just serve some soup onto it and enjoy. This smells so good. So good. Why? But yeah, I've shared the recipe with you, and I really hope you try it. I hope you make this, because that quite way dear. So one try, I won't see that. It's one and say we'll catch it. So try this and let me know. And until I come your way next time with something delicious, be loving, be kind, be happy.